Welcome to the coaching app overall feature video. Starting off here with the Pro dashboard. This is the main dashboard that you see once you log into your app, and you can quickly filter by the last 30, 14, 7, previous or current day to see the revenue and the number of items sold. This first block is where you can see the totals for the filtered period of time, followed by each type of item that's available to be sold and booked on coaching app. Starting with time slots, you can see how many were booked, how many were left open and available, what the total revenue from time slots was, and the average price per slot booked. And on down the line here for all the different items. So we have video analysis slots. You see the number total sold, number that are still available and open, the total revenue and the price per video analysis slot, followed by the programs, which are the day and step-based programs that can be sold and create recurring revenue, followed by the total revenue for that time. The content subscriptions that are sold, which is also a recurring uh, revenue type of item, uh, revenue and average price, packages sold, which allow customers to use credits to book various items that are included in the package, and products sold, products that you're selling in your store, revenue, and the average price per item sold, and then also the total number of new customers and your total customers within that time period. Um, so you could quickly view your customers here. You could also quickly add a customer. There's a refresh button up here at the top of the data page that you can click on, and it'll refresh the data and get you the latest uh, data. Uh, as you scroll down the dashboard, you come across to some buttons to quickly navigate the different sections of the site. So here you have your customer management section where you can quickly view your customers, all your bookings, your invite lists, or which are lists that you can create and attach customers to quickly send out group invitations and bookings. Uh, these are your auto bookings that you can manage. These are what customers create to automatically book you when you set specific event types of days and times. You could send bulk emails and text messages by clicking this button getting to that page, and you can also quickly add a customer through here. These buttons here, you can quickly navigate to your pages that have your active items for each type. So as you see, when you click on it, it goes right to it for time slots, video analysis, subscriptions, programs, packages, and products. And then this last section, these buttons are where you can click to manage, add, edit, and delete these types. So your subscriptions, packages, time slots, video analysis, programs, and products. And then as you scroll down, you'll see your upcoming bookings are located here. So this is the main dashboard. This is kind of like your revenue view, everything kind of what's going on. 14 days, 7 days, yesterday, and today. Okay, uh, next up we have slots. This is one of the foundation items, core features of the site, where you can book static slots. You can also book flexible slots. So there's two types of slots. There's slots that get added through what we call the time slot wizard. So you click add a slot, and slots are based off of these event types. So you can create any type of event that you want. Events have titles, descriptions. You could add a promotional video that's shown when you post it to the customers, include notes, a cancellation. You can set booking deadlines, set a duration, make multiple day events. It could be a multiple day ongoing event or multiple day events that have a unique start and stop time each day, or it could also just be single day events. You can set the quantity for single individual or large group events, as many as you want. You could also set the cost per slot, and then set the max number of slots that one person can book. You can make the events private, which we'll get more into later. You can allow guest bookings where your customers don't have to log in and create an account. You can require manual activation, where the customer doesn't get access to the item until you've actually activated that specific purchase. You can make it an event just for your MVP customer types, which are a tag that you can put to customers that give them access to specific event types and include waivers. So once you've created your event type, they get listed here on your event types page. You can search through them. You could click this button to add a new one. And then you could also add them to your calendar as time slots. So this is how you can add a static time slot. A static time slot has a specific event type, at a specific location, at a specific day, and a specific time. So you can click Add Calendar to get started here for this specific one, or from the slots page, you can click Add Slot at the top there. So we'll pick the private lesson, and then you can have as many locations as you'd like. You could have a default location set, so as soon as you hit the page, it's always set to a certain location, or you could pick one of your locations from the drop down, or you could just add a new location and then click here to save it as well. Or you could skip location if it's not a location-based slot type. Next up is you could pick the days that you want to offer. You could add as many days in advance as you'd like. You could click on these buttons to quickly load the next 14 or quickly load the next 30 days into your list. So in this example, I'm going to just set Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for this private lesson. So this is the time slot wizard. This is the date selection process. So you select the date, you pick the time or times that you'd like to offer this specific event type. So we're going to offer private lesson at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. I just click that add another time slot button. We'll select it, and at this stage we can add a promotional video or an image or some other item from your asset library that you'd like. So we'll just add this video here as a sample promotional video. Then you get to the confirmation page that has all the information about this static time slot that you're adding to your calendar. You click confirm and add, and as soon as you've added it, there you'll see that it appears on your calendar. So Monday at 10, Tuesday 9, Tuesday 10, 9 and 10. So you'll see this one already has a booking on it, and that's because there's an auto booking set. So this customer is set to automatically, they have an auto booking set to automatically book a private lesson anytime that it's added at TPC Sawgrass at between 9 and 10 a.m. This customer will automatically have it booked. So you could click inside to get to the detail page of all your static slots. See all the information. You can see the bookings. You could change who it booked for. So if this customer, for example, booked it for one of their kids, they could set this, or you could set it just so you know which one of the kids that it is booked for. You could also copy a link. So click this button to copy. It copies a link directly to this detail page. So if you wanted to post a link on your social media or send out an email or send somebody a link to get directly to this page to book you, you just click copy link. It copies it to your clipboard, and you can paste it wherever you want to share it, and the customers will come directly to the page. This is what they would see, basically. The page with your promotional video, the information about it. They could pick who they're booking for. This one happens to be totally booked because we booked it already, but as you can see, it just takes you to the detail page. So you could also send an invitation. So you could click email invite, and you could pick a list, a customer list to send the invite to, or you could pick specific customers to send it to via email, or you could also send a text message, and that sends them a link directly to this item to book it. And you could also delete the slot. When you do get booked, and where you saw how you could adjust the book for, you could also cancel this booking if need be. So if the customer needs to cancel, you need to cancel it. You just click cancel and click yes, it cancels it. This show tells you when it was actually booked, so the customer booked it on this day at this time, and then payment method. So they selected cash payment, so as you can see, there's 0 of 75 paid. So with this, you could click on this label here, and it pops up the payment history tool, payment history pop-up. You can type in here how much you got paid. So for example, let's just say we received a partial payment of 50, and this is a drop down where you could pick all these different payment option types. If you need to add additional ones, just let us know. But this is just for notation. This is just for documentation on your side. We don't have all these payment integrated yet. We have plans to do it. Right now, everything's just based off of Stripe, where you link your Stripe account, and you can take your your credit card transactions, Google Pay, and Apple Pay. But for now, we'll just say, for example, Venmo, and then you click 50, and then this documents a payment for $50 at this day at this time it was received from Venmo, and the customer can see this payment as well. So you can document your payments, and say for example, now the customer's sent you PayPal for the balance, and you just click full, and it automatically does whatever the remaining balance is, and you can document your payments. And you see here it updates to cash paid, and it says when, so you can track your payments. So this is the detail page for a static time slot that was booked. You can see full time slots that are fully booked up. Part is partially time slots, so say 2 of 5 were booked. Open are your fully open and available time slots, and then past are all your past bookings, all your past time slots. You can filter time slots by type when you're looking through them. You can delete an entire day, so say you have to take a day off, you just click delete entire day, click it, and it'll remove all time slots for that day. So those are for static slots. The other type of time slots we have are called flex slots, and you get those by clicking on this set flex slots here. This is how you set your flex slot availability. So this is based on the same thing as static slots, which are event types. Create any type of event type that you want. Single day, multi-day, individual, group. And what you could do is you could set it per day a flexible schedule. A flexible schedule allows the customer to pick the event type based off of the event types that you post as options. And the customer can also pick a location based off of the location options that you set. And then the customer can also pick a date and time, just a time that works best for them in a range. So in this example, we have between 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, and we want to set 30-minute intervals of availability. So starting at 7 to 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30. You can set the interval that you want to be available. So you set it to 60, it'll be 7, 8, 9, 10 in 60-minute intervals. So once you set this, you click the Save button. You can also set how far in advance you want to make this flexible slot schedule available to be booked. So you could pick a specific date if you like, or you could just set a number in advance. So always keep it 2 weeks open. Always keep 2 weeks open, and you can open it to as much as you like. So once you set your flex slots, you can invite customers or book them to them, and customers can also view your flex slot schedule. So this is kind of the view that your customers will see as well, where they see a list of all your event types that are available as flex slots. So they would click on the one they're interested in, and this would open up your flexible schedule. You can see this is 2 weeks in advance, and then on Monday you can see I have from 7 to 2, and then I'm opening it from 3 to 5. This red is only seen by the pro. Your customers don't see this as red, but this just goes to remind you that, hey, you blocked this time off. This was the hour that you blocked off in between your times. And then you can see that they're set in intervals. So the customer can look at the day, pick a time that works best for them. And then they can pick up the location. So if you notice that when I clicked on these here, they weren't available because they're booked. So this bluish color means that they're booked, and then these are available. The gray ones are unavailable as well. So you pick on one of the dark colored ones here. So busy, break time, can't book because it'll overlap with the already booked time. So that's why these are grayed out. Okay, so we'll pick a time, we'll pick a location, and then once you've done that, you can click to book a specific customer to this one, or you could send them an invitation to that sends them a link directly to it that they can book. So for in this example, we're going to book this customer. Booking done. Now, here it is. Booked your private lesson. Self-booked. That means that you booked it yourself. So those are time slots. You have static and flexible time slots. Next up, you have video analysis. Video analysis is just a way for you to set up a system where customers can send you videos for review. You can mark up the videos within the app and post a screenshot of the markup and leave a message, and also reply with your own video or audio or document in response to the video analysis request. So we call these video slots, video analysis slots, and you create types of them. You can create any type that you want. So to get there, you click on this analysis button at the bottom, and then you can click on manage video slot types. And you can see that we have these two added. So a 5-minute video review and reply. Okay. So you can click this button to add a new one, or you can click on it, the existing one, to view it and edit it. So you can attach a promotional video. Where you can give a title, description, notes. You can set a default chat message, so when the customer purchases this video analysis slot, the first chat message they see will be this. And typically, the pros like to leave some sort of instructional message on what you're looking for, what you need them, what type of video you need them to upload. So cancellation policy, just the estimated duration in minutes that you are willing to apply to this video analysis, and then the cost per analysis. You could set a manual activation as well if you want non-credit card paying customers to have to pay you first, or some other way that you manage it, where you're manually activating this, so they cannot engage you, they cannot send you anything until you've activated it. Then you'll turn on manual activation. Real quick, just getting into that activation here, we'll save this one since we added the video. You can put a waiver, and then you click the payment options available: cash, credit card, club credit, package credits only. You'll save it and select your payment methods. So up here in the menu, we have this item called pending activation. And this page is a list of all of your customer purchases that are pending activation. So you'll need to come in here and click the activate button once they've done whatever is required to have their item activated. This is where you control that. So let's go back to the video slots. So once you've created video slot types, you can add them. So it basically takes you through this video analysis kind of wizard, just how we had a time slot wizard, well, we have one for the added video analysis. So you pick the type that you want to add and make available. We'll call this a 3-hitting video. We're going to say, hey, we want to sell 3 of them, or you could just make it unlimited, up to you. And you can add a promotional video for it, and then you just click confirm and add. What this does, it adds it now to your active list. So now you have 3 new 3-hitting video reviews that you want to sell. You can send a text message invitation to your customers that takes them directly to this page to purchase it. You can send them an email invitation. You can book them directly if you already know that they're interested in it, they want it. 1, 2, 3. Right, those 3 people, I know that they wanted a video analysis, so I just booked it for them. And then it'll show up here. Now that you have 3 green dots, which show you that they're booked. So the green dots show you that they're open bookings. The dark green means that it's been completed, and then when it's red, the red color means it's canceled. So for example, a completed one. So once you've completed a video analysis, let's look at this one for example. So this is a detail page. When you come into a video analysis detail page, so let's click, and so we'll come into, let's go to analysis. So we'll come into this one. We'll go into the detail page. And this page shows you all the bookings for this specific item that you posted for sale. It shows you all the customer's name, then their last message. So you could kind of easily see those. You could also cancel the booking, and then you could also mark it as complete. And once you've marked it as complete, the customer can no longer post to it, although the customer could still read the messages and watch the video that you post in reply and see your markup that you did. but they can't continue to post responses. So let's look at this first customer one. So to view the details of this video analysis booking, you click on it, and it takes you to the detail page for this specific booking. So what you can do is you have a message area here. We could type a message, and it gets posted into board. You can delete the message if you want, if you need to. You can attach media, so you could attach a video. So I'm going to attach this one. So click on it, and you see it loads blue orange here, and you can also leave a message. Watch this video to get this. You can leave a message. And then you can also watch the video that your customers have posted. So in this example, let's look at this. Let's look at this new video. Let's imagine that the customer posted this video. So you click on the video. You can control the playback speed with this little timer icon here. You could slow it down to half the speed, quarter the speed. You could speed it up. So this say control the speed of the playback. And this item over here is your paintbrush, where you can paint on the screen. You can click this little dropper here to pick the color of the lines that you'd like to have. You can click this next one over here to adjust the width of the line that you're drawing. This is a redo and undo buttons. This is a delete to delete your drawing, so you could erase it. And then this little paper airplane here is what you click when you're done marking of the screen. You click the airplane and it posts a screenshot of what you've drawn on the page for the markup. So let's just say, hey, okay, so we see an issue with the form here that we like to address. So we want to say, hey, when you're going to kick the ball, let's make our line a little bit bigger, easier to see. Right, so what we want to say is when you're going to go kick the ball, make sure that it goes around and in the goal. Right? And then when you're running, make sure you go really fast, or however we want to do it. We can change the color of the droppers if we'd like to make it different. You can erase, undo, you could redo, and all that good stuff. And then once you're happy, you want to post your markup, again, you just click this paper airplane, and it posts a screenshot. And so now the customer can see a screenshot, and then you can include markup, leave a message. So let's say in this example you've completed your analysis, and you'd like to close it. So you just click complete, click yes, and now it's closed. The customer can no longer send messages, but they could watch what you've posted and read your messages. And you can see it's turned dark green here. So let's go into another one real quick, and let's say, hey, we need to cancel this one for some reason, whatever it is. And now when you come back, you can see that this one's red, and it was canceled. So that's the video analysis. Basically, you're creating this type of event where people can post a message, post a video to you that you could watch, send a response, reply with your own video. You can also mark up and post on the page. So that's video analysis. So it's a great way to generate revenue by what many people already do or may already be doing. It's just text messaging a video and asking you to watch this link. So now you can direct them and send it through your video analysis tool. This item here, video time uploaded, 0 seconds out of 10 hours this month. So based on your account type, you're allotted X number of hours, a certain number of hours, upload hours. So this account that I'm using for this demo is the Pro Starter, and it has 10 hours of upload. So each month I can upload 10 hours of video into my account until I get into an overage. So my account type includes 10 hours of upload time for video. Okay. All right, so next up we have subscriptions. So a lot of this stuff from the video analysis and the subscriptions and programs, it's based off of media assets. Media assets are any type of video, image, audio, document, CSV, PDF type of file that you can upload into your image library, which is what this is. To upload something, you just click this little blue button right here. You give it a title, the description, add a tag to it for what it's about. You can, and then you browse the item, drag and drop it, or pick it from your computer here, or you can embed code from YouTube, and you add it and upload it, and it gets added into your library here. You could play back items. We could watch things in your library. You can I'll show you some more examples of audio and images and things like that, and other videos. You could also filter by tag in your library. So when you create and you upload into the library, you're tagging. So let me click on here. So this is a tutorial, and just say, and then add a new tag called app, because this is an app tutorial video that we have here. So I could use any of these assets here in response, a quick response on a video analysis slot. So I could quickly come in here, and I could either record a custom video and post it up to here in response to the customer. I could quickly just say, oh, hey, I have this video that I send all the time for this type of issue. I already have it ready. Watch, and I leave in the message, say, watch this video. And it's exactly what they need to do to correct whatever the issue is. So that's the benefit of having videos in your library, even pictures or audio. If it's a podcast or about people, something people need to listen to, you can just quickly add those things. So as you can see in the media library, when you add them, you tag them. And one thing that we've done with Coaching App is that we've created a feature called subscriptions that allows you to create these completely custom subscription types based off of your assets, and it groups them by your tags. So the first thing you want to do is create a subscription type. You give it a name, a description, add a promotional video that the customer can watch before they purchase it. You can set a price for it, whether or not it's free, a cost. You set payment options, and then you set the tags. So let's say, for example, I will want to create a subscription that's only about a golf swing. It's called the Golf Swing Video Lessons by Coach Bob. So I would say, let's see, all my videos golf, and all my videos are swing. Okay, those are the ones I want to add. But what if you want to get more specific? Right? Maybe it's for like a certain age group, or if it's for like maybe it's just for like a certain type of swing. So let's say, you know what, this is for golf swing alignment. So this subscription that we're offering is all about golf swing alignment. So we want to make sure that the videos that are included are only for golf swing and alignment, not all golf videos, all swing videos, or all alignment videos. So what we do is we have this exact match tag result option. So if you toggle this on, then only the assets that have golf swing and alignment as their tags will be available in the subscription. You can set an expiration for the subscription. So if you want it to be 1 week, a month, a year, an annual, whatever you want it to be, you can set a specific date for the expiration, or you can set no expiration. You could also set how many subscriptions you would like to sell. You can make it unlimited. You can give it a certain amount. You can hide it from the public. So if you only wanted to, if you want to create some special type of subscription where you only wanted to send to certain people to book, you could hide it and make it private. And then you could also set manual activation, because with the subscription, as soon as somebody purchases it, it gives them instant access to the subscription. You can watch all the videos, watch all the shows, or whatever it is that you're offering, listen to all the audio. So if they select the cash option or the offline payment method option, you may want to toggle on manual activation. That way you can control and verify that you're getting the payment before they're able to access the content. So you have manual activation. And then you just click Save Subscription. So let's look at an existing subscription here. You'll see that we have the ones that are actively for sale, subscriptions that we have for sale. Active subscription purchases. So these are actually active purchases of these subscriptions. So you can quickly see all the customers that have purchased a subscription and the payment status. And you can see all the subscriptions that have passed and expired. You can sort them by the purchase date or the subscription name. So let's look at all the subscriptions we have for sale here. We have these two. I could book customers to a subscription. I could email invite them. I could text message invite them. I could copy a link and paste this link into anywhere that'll lead somebody directly to the detail page for the subscription, and I could edit the subscription. So you can see here, here's one that we have already filled out. Payment options, golf alignment. It expires in a month. Um, It also, you can set renewal. So if you want the subscription to renew, so if it expires in a month, then each month it automatically renews. So if somebody's subscribing to your content and they want to stay renewed because you're posting new content into the subscription, you just click on yes for the renewal. How many times is the renewal? You can say that it always renews until they cancel it, or it could be, it renews 11 times. It's a 1-year thing if you want. So it's just an option if you want to set up automatic renewal for a subscription. Okay, and then once you've posted it, the customer can view it and buy it and have access to it. And if you want to see who's purchased the subscription, you just click right on. So right over here, I just clicked right onto the detail page on the title for the subscription, and I scroll down and I can see all of the bookings for this subscription. I can see who it was booked for. In this example, I can set it because I can see the status of the subscription, payment status as well, when it expired, when they subscribed, and on down the line. I can click on the name of the customer to get to the customer detail page, and we could get into more details of this, but the customer detail page shows you like all the booking history and all the individual bookings as well. Just like a summary of the bookings, revenue, volume, things like that. So back here at the detail page for the subscription, this is one way to see them. And then the other way was by looking at the active tab. And the active tab will show you as well the subscription name, the customer name, the cost of it, and when they purchased it, when it renews next, and when it expires. So this is a 1-month subscription. But there's also, here's one with its next renewal. These are monthly. So this one, next renewal is on Wednesday the 28th, which just passed, and then we have expires on this date. So it kind of just shows you that. You can view the details of it by coming back here and takes you to the detail page for the subscription. You could update the payment, and you could also cancel the customer subscription. Next up, we have programs. So programs are also based off of content from the asset library. However, programs are based off of a day or a step-based sequence. So the first thing that you need to do is create a program type. So in this example here, you can see I've created a few different types of programs. You can start by clicking the new program type button and filling out the page, or you can edit existing programs by clicking the edit button. You'll see that has a title, a description, and sort of notes, a cancellation policy, a cost, and then an option here to set it as a day or step program. So if it's a day-based program, this is when you want somebody to have to do something in a 5-day program in 5 days. And if you, in a day-based program, if they miss a day, they've missed the content. You can force the sequence in a day-based program so that they have to do it on a specific day or they miss it. A step-based program is just they do your steps in at their time. There's no date requirement to when doing a step-based program. So after you've given it a title, description, and a cost, and you've decided on the type of program you'd like to offer, you just you're given a box for each item. For each step or each day, you get a box, and in this box you got a title, a description, and then tags for each type of asset that's included in that program day. So you could say in this program we're doing a step 1, it's a golf swing day, and we're going to give you documents that are on alignment. So all the documents, so that, say for example I have a PDF on alignment and videos on golf swing alignment I want to include, and then I also want to include images on alignment, and then I want to include audio on step 1 swing. So I say, for example, I have some podcasts I did on the first thing you need to do on setting up your swing. Right, as an example. I do the same thing for step 2. I do the same thing for step 3. Now, if I wanted to add a step 4, all I need to do is click this green button here, add step, and it adds a step 4. If I want to get rid of step 4, I just click delete step, and it deletes the previous step. So it's gone. Now we're back to step 3. So we could, here we're seeing this exact match option where we can set the filter for the results of the assets. So if we select the exact match tags here, that means that on this day, only golf swing alignment videos will be shown on step 1, rather than all golf, all swing, or all alignment. So that's exact match. This comes in pretty handy when you want to filter down and control the type of content that's shown on a specific day or step. Next up, you set your payment options: credit card, cash. Club credit is any sort of offline payment that you might operate if you're using some sort of club system, or if you just want to mark it as kind of make it know that this is your offline payment method. It could be your Venmo, your PayPal, something that's off of the app that you kind of document on your own that's not cash or a credit card online payment. Force the video sequence is another option, the next option here. And with the video sequence forcing, you force them to go through steps 1, 2, and 3. They can't jump to step 3 and then go to 2 and go to 1, or however. You force the video sequence. Forcing the date sequence, this is what we discussed about using a day-based program where you force them to go day 1, 2, 3, 4, and if they miss the day, they miss the day. What you can do is, if you want to force date sequence but still allow them to watch a day that they missed, you can turn on past due watching, and that allows them to watch a day that they happen to miss on a force date sequence day-based program. The user can view previous step content, so once they've completed a step and they've marked it as complete, by default they cannot go back and watch it again. However, you could turn on this option and it'll allow them to go back and watch the previous step and previous day's content. Next up, you could decide whether or not you want to end access to the program when it's marked completed. So when the customer has finished the very last day or step of the program and marked it complete, do you want to immediately end their access to it? And if you do, then you turn this on. If you would rather let the access end on the expiration, then you just leave you just set the expiration. So access could either end on the expiration, or it could end when it's completed. You could also set a renewal. So if you want this to be a program that people do, it's every month, every week. It could be a weekly diet. It could be a monthly exercise program. You could just set it up to renew, and then they'll just continually renew based off of your expiration. And one thing that you could do with these renewing programs that are day and step based, after the 30 days or the 7 days, the program renews and refreshes for them. Well, if you're uploading new content, new assets into your asset library, well, the customers are going to see that, and it's going to give them a reason to come and do the program again, because there's new content, now there's new assets to engage on that day or that step of the program. We have the mail activation option here, and click save. So those are programs, and customers can book those and watch them and go through them. We're going to make some other videos that we will see the customer view. Right now we're just going through the pro view. So these are the 4 core features of the web app. It's slots, video analysis, subscriptions, and programs. But we also have some other really great features, one being packages. So with Coaching App, you're offering so many different things: time slots, video analysis, programs, subscriptions, products. We created this packages feature to allow you to combine multiple items that can be booked using a credit system, and give customers an opportunity to save some money or just get a better value. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a package. You click this green Create a Package button here, and it takes you to create a package. You could also click on this Manage icon here, and you can manage your existing packages that you've created. you see these here under this for sale tab. Under the active tab, you'll see all of the active packages and all of your inactive packages. So let's click create package and look at the options. So you could give it a package name, a description. You could set the number of credits that come with the package. So you can set it to unlimited. If it's a 30-day, if it's a monthly class pass, and they could come to as many classes as they want in a month, well, you could just set it as unlimited credits. But then you also set the expiration for 1 month. And that way, this becomes a monthly class pass where they could just, and you could set it to renew as well, where it automatically renews every month. And that now you're selling your customers a monthly renewing unlimited class pass as a package where they use these credits. They'll use these credits that they're given through the package to book your classes. So they still have to book the slot, but they're just given an unlimited number of credits to book you with. So you give a package name, description, set the number of credits to include, or set it unlimited. You set a price for the package, or if you want to make it free, you can. And then you set the event. We set your payment options, and then you set the event types that are included in this package. And you could pick anything. You could pick time slots. You could pick video analysis. You could pick subscriptions. You could pick products. You could pick programs. You could pick any item that you're selling through your app. You could pick to be included in a package. Now, let's say in this package we're doing a 10 credit package. Well, as you add these items, it adds it as 0, 0, 0. 0 is basically there's no set limit to the number of times. So if this is a 10 credit package and you put these items, well, I could book private lesson 10 times, or I could book 5-minute video 10 times, or I could book this one twice, whatever, however I want to use those 10 credits, I can use them. I can use all the credits on one type if I wanted to. Now, if you want to mix and match items that of different value, and you don't want the user, the customer, to use all the credits on maybe the higher value items, what you can do is you can set a limit. So in this case, for this package, I want to set a limit. Out of those 10 credits, only 2 of them can be used on private lessons. 3 of them could be used on this video analysis, and then we could say, hey, 10 of them could be used, up to 10 could be used on this class access. 1 of them could be used on buying a baseball helmet, and I could leave this as 0, or I could set it to 10. And this means that 10 of them can be used on this to buy this program. So that's how you kind of control things, and you add things of mixed value into a package. And once you've created all your settings, you just click create package, and it adds it as a package that becomes available for sale. You can book clients to the package. You could email invite them. You could invite a whole list of people. You can also send a text message invite. You could edit the package. You could change how many credits are being offered. You could change the cost of the package. You could also change how many that you want to make available for sale. So right now there's 20 available for sale. We want to make it 30. So you just come in and you click that, and now you have 30 available for sale. So that's that. That's how you manage and create and view your packages. This active tab just shows you all of the packages that have been purchased, allows you to update the payment status for the packages and all that good stuff. So the last main feature item on Coaching App at this time is products. So you could create any type of product you want. Just basically becomes your store where you could post anything. So let's look at these are some sample product types. So first thing you need to do is click this add a new product. Oops, excuse me. Click product types, and then you can create a new product. So product gets title, a description, notes, cancellation, a price per product, maybe a link to some sort of instructional document, and you set the payment options. Once you created this product type, you add it to the inventory in your store. And you do that by clicking this add product button right here, and it takes you right into the product wizard. Or what you can do is from this page you can click add new product, and it takes you right into the wizard to add it. So basically what you're doing is you're adding it to your inventory as to be available. So in this example, we'll pick baseball helmet. We want to add, we just got 4 of them in stock, we want to add for sale. And here's a video about the baseball helmet, and you could upload images about for the baseball helmet and whatnot, and you could post it for sale. And now you have these 4 baseball helmets that are available for sale. You're going to sell. And so we'll book a customer to this item. And now you can see this booking. You can see their payment. So you get paid in full, cash paid. You can mark it as complete. So once the customer's placed the order, you can click on it, and here is where you can you have a dialogue with the customer. Say thank you for your order. However, and then your tracking number is 12345. And now that you shipped it and sent the tracking number, you just mark it as complete. And now the order's been marked complete, and the customer can't send any messages to you, and they see that their order's been marked complete. And then you'll also see the order as complete here, dark green, completed order. So those are the core features of the coaching app at coachingapp.com. Let's go take a look at the dashboard, since today we just booked a bunch of things. You can see that it instantly updates with all your bookings. There's the 3 video analysis that we sold, the 1 product we just sold, and all that good stuff. So now that you have this app, you need to add customers. So there's 2 different ways that you can add customers. You can either do a bulk import from a CSV file, or you can click this add customer link here, or from the drop down menu you can click add customers, and you just put a name, first name, last name, email address, phone number. It's good to add the phone number, that way you can send the text messages to them. You click the I agree, and you click register, and it instantly registers the customer. They receive a welcome email asking them to set the password to get started, and they can start booking you. So that's how you add customers. You can manage your customers. You can also see your booking history. So let's just go down the menu here in the drop-down navigation. One other thing also, see this little bell here with the red? This is every time there's a message posted or some media posted, you get notifications. So you can clear the notifications. You can mark it as red, and the little red bell goes away. So that's just for all your notifications, whether it be a video analysis message from a customer, or a product order question from a customer, or any sort of notification like that. You see it there. So in the main drop-down menu, we have the Pro Dashboard link to get right to the dashboard. Then you have your booking history. So on your booking history page, you could do a search by the customer name or the type of item that they booked, and you could see it goes in order from your most recent, the date, the actual date of the event. Since these weren't time slots that were booked, it's not actually event dates. So on time slot events, whether it's a flex or a static slot, you'll see an actual date of the event, the customer name. You can click on it and get to the customer detail page. Who they booked it for. It's in the case where they set it booked for name and listed there. The name of the product, the cost of the product, and then the payment status. So you could also update payment status right here on the booking history page from the menu. So there's a few places where you could update the payment status. Next up, we have the pending activation tab, which we saw. We looked at this one. Where you can just activate items, their pending activation. The My Customers tab is where you can see a list of all your customers. You can quickly view their name, their email, their phone. You can set them as an MVP customer, where they can get, you can set discounts for them, and also show private event types that only this type of customer could view. And then you could also quickly see the last item that they booked with you. You could add them to a list. So if I want to add this person to a certain golf group list or any sort of list, you just click on that. It pops up your existing list. You click to add them to it. You can view the details of the customer, all their booking history, and then you could also click to this to view their profile if you wanted to see their profile real quick for the customer. But this is your customer list page. You can also delete a customer as needed. Bulk email. This is a great feature for marketing. So if there's a time slot that you want to promote, for example, so I'll copy the link here, and then I'm going to go to bulk email, and I'm going to say new time slot available, and I'll paste in the link to it. And then I could send it to a list of customers, or I could click in here and I could send it to specific customers. I could also add a subject line in the email, so I could say time slot available, and I could say, hi there, XYZ, here's this time slot, you should book it. And you can send it as an email, and it'll send it out to all the people on your list. Well, we also have an option if you want to send it as a text message as well, where it sends an email and a text message all at once with just this one click. Now, there's something to know about text messages. They're limited to 160 characters. So once your message gets over 160 characters, it opens up a second box to show you what your text message would look like versus your email. So your email you can make as long as you want, but your text message is just limited. So in this example, we'll just have to cut back a few characters here. We could even write a completely separate message, different message, and then click send. And then it sends it out. And you could do your marketing, bulk mail marketing, email and SMS through this tool right here. This is the link to your media assets library, which we went over. These are the links to all the main features, your time slots. This is your calendar. This shows all your bookings and your static time slots. So if it's red, it's booked. If it's blue, it's open. If it's orange, it's partially booked. And these get added for static slots, whether they're open or booked, or get added here. And then when a flex slot actually gets booked, it gets added to your calendar as well. Video slot analysis, subscriptions, programs, packages, and products. We all went over all those. We also went over the added customer. So this next batch of options is just a quick way to get into the page to view all the time slot event types, to quickly edit your flex slots, edit your video slot types, edit subscriptions, edit programs, edit packages, edit products. So these are just links to quickly get into those areas. You could edit your profile. You could change your profile picture. You could turn on links. This feature is something we're still building out. It's just for now. You could turn on text message notifications. So if you want a notification every time that a new booking was made, you could turn that on to get a text message about it. You could also turn on alerts about slots, so you can get an alert X amount of time. So if you wanted to get an alert 5 minutes before a time slot starts, you could turn this on and get a text message. And the text message will say the person's name and the event type, day, and time. So it's just kind of a nice tool to help you stay on top of your schedule. We could also send you alerts about the end of like an ongoing slot. So if it's like a multiple day event, we could still send you alerts about hey, it's ending. You could update your profile photo, change your password, all that good stuff on your profile page. Account settings. So we have a lot of features. There's quite a few features on Coaching App, and you may or may not use them all. And if you're not using a feature, well, we really don't want to show it to your customer and have them just see a blank page on your app. So what you can do is you could turn off features. So if there's features, so for example, we're going to turn off subscriptions, and we're going to turn off programs. So subscriptions and programs, which are down here, but once I save this, now they're gone. So you will no longer see them, and your customer will no longer see them or be able to navigate to a subscriptions or a programs page. And it keeps the customer just focused on items that you actually are offering. If you'd like to offer them in the future, just click the checkboxes here, click save, and the features come back, and you can start using them. So that's the settings for the features to turn them on or off. Next up, we have a discount box for each item type. So, and this is for your MVP user. So when you set a user as an MVP customer, you could set a discount as well for that customer. So you could say, hey, for time slots, I want all my time slots to be 10% off. For MVP customers, I want my customers to get 25% off video analysis slots, 30% off subscriptions, 15% off programs, 5% off packages, and 50% off products. And you click save. And now that you've done that, anytime an MVP customer comes into your app, they'll see the discounted pricing. They'll see completely different pricing than your non-MVP customers if there's a discount set. So that's one of the settings. Payment settings is where you can hook up your Stripe account to take online payments. Manage invite lists is where you can create and manage lists. So we could edit an existing list, or we could add a new list. So if we want to call this one 10U baseball 2022 team, right? Or for example, and we'll click manage the list, and then you select all the people that you want to be on the list. So that way, instead of when you're sending out an invitation or a mass email, instead of having to pick individuals, you just can quickly pick this list, and all 6 people will be added to the invitation or the booking or the email or text message, whatever you're sending. So these are how you manage your list. You could delete a whole list as well. Managing your locations, so you can add locations here. You could set a location as your default location so that it's always the one that's picked automatically. You can still change it on the wizard step, but you could also set a default and add new and delete locations as well. Just click add new, give it a name and an address. This address is included in the text messages and in the emails. When a customer clicks on it, the address, it opens up Google Maps on the app on their phone or on the computer, so they can get directions right to your location as well. So these locations, it's good to have an accurate address just for that purpose. The embed code generator is a way for you to easily create results for the items that you're offering and embed it into any website. So you could pick all the different embed types that you want, from time slots to packages to subscriptions to products to programs, and you could just pick everything that you want, all the item types that you want. And this embed code generator automatically creates an embed code to display all those items, and it gives you this code. So what you'll do is, after you've picked all the items that you want, you just click copy code, or you could just copy this code here, and you paste it into your website or wherever you want to embed it, and it'll display just like this. And your customers can click on it, and it'll take them right into your app to book you. So that's the embed code generator. We have select language. Right now we have English and Spanish. What happens is when you select the other language, it changes all the items in the framework around the app. So all the navigation items will change, titles of things, the title descriptions of things will change. So it's up to the pro to enter things, give things names and descriptions and costs or whatever in whatever language that they want it to be. All this language selection does is change just the framework of the app around it. There's a link to quickly see some FAQs and tutorial videos, contact support, and log out of the app. Log back in. And that, in overall, is a summary of the Coaching App Pro features. If you have any questions or would like a demo to see how this can work for you, please contact us. We will be happy to give you a custom personalized demonstration of the app and set it up and see exactly how and if it could work for you. We hope that it does, and look forward to talking with you soon. Thank you very much. CoachingApp.com